If you are brand new to the barbell bench press, then I have some tips for you and maybe some very simple mistakes to watch out for that you can easily correct. So it's important to understand the anatomy of the machinery that we are using. Very first, we obviously have the barbell. It's 20 kilograms typically in most commercial gyms. And we have the safety arms or spotting arms. Not every setup is going to have these. If you don't have them, it is recommended that you have somebody assisting you to help you with the bar if you lose control. And you've got J hooks or J cups, which is where the barbell rests. And you've got your bench, obviously. One of the first mistakes that I see beginners doing all the time in a commercial gym is they don't know where to place their hands, but also they place their hands very ad hoc or just random. There are actually markings in the knurling. So the knurling is this roughened, grippy section of the bar. And you've got a ring here. Most barbells are going to have 2 rings. And then you know if your grip is symmetrical if you use these. So where the knurling ends here, you might decide to position the knuckle of your thumb, or you might put your pinky finger or your ring finger on the ring. And you want to have the barbell crossing through the hand here and pushing on the end. There's 2 bones. This one on the outside, or the pinky side, is the ulnar. And you probably are best to position the barbell in a way where the load is directly on top of the end of the ulnar, because sometimes people grab it close to the knuckles and you're just jamming that wrist joint open, and you're likely to experience a bit of discomfort in that joint. A common mistake I often see is people put the weight on the bar and they fail to use a weight collar. Now, it's not illegal not to, however, it's a very low-hanging fruit to avoid the risk of this sliding or coming off entirely. And the issue with this sliding is normally it starts to move because one side is weaker and the bar is lower on this side. And then if it moves, it effectively increases the leverage on that side, making it heavier, therefore you tip more and therefore it slides more. And it can also lead to uncomfortable wrist joints because you're loading the wrist up unevenly between your left and right. So just save yourself the hassle and use a weight collar. And if you're worried that you want to be able to intentionally dump the weight because you don't have a collar on, you could just get a spotter, or make sure that you're not lifting with your ego and lifting weight that you can't control. So with those 2 simple tips done, I hope that moving forward you can bench press more safely. And that is, keep your grip symmetrical and make sure that you're using your weight collars on your weights. From here we want to set up correctly. So sit yourself down closer to the end of the seat away from the barbell and turn around and reach for the bar. If you can't reach the bar, go closer, but we don't want to be too close because we run the risk of hitting our head as we fall back onto the bench. So I like to grab the bar with my hand roughly in position, and from here we can go down. What this does is it gives us the ability to know where the bar is and avoid hitting our head. It increases our proprioception, that is. So you still might bump your head. I've seen people do it. Now from here, we want to make sure that the top of our shoulder is south of the edge or face of this J cup. And a lot of people will say eyes under the bar, but that's an oversimplified cue. What you want to do is have the shoulders outside of the J cup. The reason being is because when you press the bar up, you don't want to come up underneath the J hook and smash into it by mistake. So once you have found these rings, you can position your grip symmetrically, and we want to unrack the bar. We're loading up on the palm where I showed you earlier, and we're keeping the chest proud, and the bar should be balanced above the armpit at this point. And from here, we're going to lower the bar down. And you might be thinking, Where do I take the bar? Do I take it to my chest? Do I take it to my nipples, above my nipples, below my nipples? Well, guess what? Nipples change location all the time. And depending on your age as well, they might be down here. So what we want to do is focus on keeping the forearms vertical, and that's from a side profile. I can show you what that looks like. So as we lower the bar, we want to keep the elbows directly underneath the wrists, and the bar will travel where it needs to go. And if you bring your grip closer together, a narrower grip, then this is going to change slightly. The bar is likely to travel further down toward the belly button. Not drastically, but you'll notice a slight difference. And if you take a wide grip, then it might be closer to your neck to achieve the elbows and wrist joints being stacked. And you can use your legs to get up like that, or get up however it is that you get up. So that's a pretty comprehensive and slow-paced video in a world where everything is fast, fast, fast. I was going to make a short video, but I just don't have it in me. I talk way too much. And from my experience, many people appreciate the slow pace delivery of how I teach. So if you like it, then this is for you. If you do like my style, subscribe, please comment and let me know to encourage me to make more videos like this, for one, but also it helps me understand that I am getting across to the target market that really will benefit from my style. So I hope that this was helpful. If you have more questions, you can also let me know. But yeah, subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.